Hi YouTube, it's Alicia. I just thought I'd do a quick video and let you know that Lyric is here. Um, so I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about what happened and that she's here. Sorry. So I went into labor on Monday night. The contractions started. I was 37 weeks exactly. The contractions started at about 9 o'clock, and I'm trying to say this story fast because we don't have time. So I kind of knew right away that it was the real thing, but they were every 15 minutes for hours. So I was like, okay, well, I must still have a good amount of time left. Anyway, so they started at 9 o'clock, and honestly, like, the best way I could describe it, and I know this might make sense if you felt this way before when you were in labor, but it might not make sense. But to me, I just knew it was real. It felt like, you know, those bristle brushes, the round ones, those round hard brushes. It really felt like every 15 minutes someone was like jamming me up the private with it. That's not exaggerating. Like they started off strong, ridiculously strong. But so they started at 9 o'clock every 15 minutes. So I was like, okay, well, they weren't strong, but they were strong enough for me to know. So I was like, okay, well, let me just relax, try to go lay down since it's probably gonna take forever. So first I went and I went to Chipotle at like 9:38. When I was done with that, I laid down, but that's when they started getting stronger. They were still coming every 15 minutes. Um, but sometimes they would even like skip one and then the next one would be even stronger. Um, so I was laying in bed, like it was so strong, like I had to like, I think I even bit Nigel. Um, but the only thing I could really do was hold on to the pack and play, which is next to my bed, and I was just like slamming it into the closet door. There was nothing else I could do. I couldn't. I had to like bite my arm the whole time. They were crazy. Then at about 2:30, I got up and I went to the living room. I was like, okay, well, maybe somehow this will make it better. And that time went by really fast. From like 9 when they started until I went to the living room, I swear it had only been a couple hours. But it was 2:30. So I went to the living room and just tried to like breathe, relax, but they were still coming. Like it was to the point like I was screaming, and they were lasting like a minute and a half, a minute. So I just couldn't take it anymore. And Nigel came out and he's like, why don't we just go? Let's just go to the hospital. I was like, no, because they're going to send me home because they're still 15 minutes apart and they have to be every 3 to 5 minutes. And as soon as I said that, like, they went, like, back to back. It was, like, every minute. So I was like, okay, let's go. We got Nye ready. But then I was just to the point, like, they were back to back to back to back where I couldn't even move. All I was doing was screaming. I probably woke up the entire apartment complex. I couldn't move. I just was screaming. I couldn't handle it. And so finally, I got to the car. And then we went and dropped Naya off at my mom's house. We got to the hospital like around 3:30. We get there and they're trying to ask me questions, but I just can't stop screaming. Like I had never been in such pain in my entire life, so I couldn't stop screaming. They're like, you have to take your clothes off. I'm like, I couldn't even move. I couldn't walk. I had to have a wheelchair when I was going up there. I'm like, I couldn't even move. I can't take my clothes off. So the nurses started taking off my clothes, and then they're checking me, and it just happened so fast. Like, they didn't even ask me my name, I don't think, until I was, like, in the delivery room. But they checked me right away, said that I was fully dilated, which sucked. I mean, it was good because it made labor faster, but I was fully dilated when I got there. And like I said in my last video, I wasn't sure how much I was really dilated at the time. I don't know if I was 2 or if I was 4, but I think I dilated fast because by the time I got there, I was completely dilated. So we went to a room, and they said that I was kind of too late for an epidural. I don't know, because they said that it seems like it's going to be fast. So they gave me something to help with the pain, but I don't know what it was. Which it did help a lot, but I could still feel it. I could still feel everything. We right away, the nurse wanted to start getting stuff ready, but my doctor wasn't there. She called the doctor, and the doctor said, "We'll go ahead and have her start pushing," but my water hadn't broken, so she's like, "Tell her to push anyway." So I was pushing a few times to try to break my water, I guess, but the nurse was like, "No, don't do that anymore," because her head was already coming out without me even pushing. So she calls the doctor and she's like, "No, the head's coming out. I can see the head, and her water still isn't broken." She's like, "I can see the head without her even having to do anything." So then the doctor came like 5 minutes later and broke my water, and I pushed and she was out. That was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Like, I couldn't even, after I pushed, I was just like stuck. I couldn't move. I couldn't look at her. I couldn't touch her. I was just stuck. The pain was so bad. I mean, now I look back on it and like, yeah, I did it, and I didn't have an epidural and whatever, but that shit was crazy, and I would never want to do it again, especially if I have a choice. Like, I know I was talking about like water births and home births, never again, because that shit was ridiculous. And so what else? So I had her at 4:17. I'd only been in the hospital for like 30 or 45 minutes altogether. And I had her. She was 6 pounds, 1 ounce, 18 inches. She's extremely tiny, especially compared to Shania. Shania was almost like 8 pounds and 22 inches. It's so cute though, because she looks like me but has Nigel's ears, and Naya looks like Nigel and has my ears. But everything is going good. All her tests came back really good. Everything is good. We're home ready. All her tests and everything came back good. She has an appointment on Friday for her first appointment. She's like, to me, she looks like a skinny, wrinkly old person. It's so funny because she's like so little and skinny and wrinkly. She just looks, it's cute. She looks weird, but she looks cute. Which I'm sure that's going to change because Naya doesn't look anything like she did when she was born. But I just want to let you guys know a little bit about how it went. You can ask any questions if you want. Trying to think if I left anything out. I'm going to show you what my stomach's looking like right now. It's kind of gross. And you get to see all my stretch marks now that I'm down. You can see them, but oh well, they're not too bad. My house is completely trashed because it's just been kind of crazy. Naya's been doing really good with it. She kind of at first just stared and acted like she wasn't here, and now she's kind of starting to want to see her, and she held her. And so I'm going to show you my stomach, then I'm going to show you her. So let's see. Okay, I kind of still look pregnant, but I don't know if you can see very well, but it's not too bad. It's kind of uncomfortable. I'm cramping a lot. I had to get a prescription, but let me show you her real fast because time's about to end. And this is Lyric Lashanti. And like I said, she's 6 pounds, 1 ounce. She's so little, but she basically just sleeps and eats and poops. Well, she seems to poop a lot, so I hope that's normal. But okay, I'll do another video later. I just wanted to let you guys know what happened. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.